Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Escape from Monkey Island. We have been banished by LeChuck and Ozzie Mandrill to Monkey Island so they can carry out their nefarious plot against all pirates. And we're going to have to try and find a way out of this place, so let's have a look around. We've got a bunch of bananas up there.
It looks like that's the only bunch of bananas in the area that these ravenous monkeys haven't gotten their opposable thumbs on yet.
Yeah, we'll have to try and get that, but we can't reach it for now. Timmy!
Hey, it's Timmy the monkey! How are you, boy? How did he get here anyway?
That is a good question, because last time we saw him was on Melee Island, so I don't know how he got here. I don't think it's ever explained, is it?
This poor starfish died on the dry, sandy shore of Monkey Island. Hope I don't share his fate. It's not wise to disturb the dead.
Yeah, okay, we'll leave the dead alone. Hey, what's this note?
Ever-increasing monkey population. Stop overpopulating the island. There are only so many bananas. Signed, HT.
Looks like good old Herman's back to writing his notes. Take that with us. Used to be him and the cannibals conversing with one another by letter, didn't it? But cannibals aren't here anymore. As we saw in the last game, they're somewhere else now.
Ah, the sea. Giver of life. Destroyer of ships. Home of fish.
Home of fish indeed. What do we have in our inventory? Just the note. LeChuck also took all of our stuff from us. Just wonderful, eh? Alright, well, we can't get the bunch of bananas.
I can't reach it from down here.
So let's head off into the forest. So here we are, down at the very bottom. Quite difficult to see us, actually. There's a cluttered clearing, which we're going to visit now. Look who it is. Would you believe it? There's another note here. Let's look at this note.
To all LeChuck-fearing citizens of Monkey Island, you are cordially invited to play bingo at the church every Tuesday at midnight.
Oh,
Non-members welcome.
nice.
Signed, Father Rasputin, COL, Orthodox. I wonder if that would be Tuesday morning or Tuesday night.
Good question. Let's take that. We'll collect all the notes. I don't know if there's any purpose to collecting all the notes, but whatever. A dilapidated ship hull.
It looks like this little shack was built on the bow of an old mangled ship.
It does. And
How quaint.
a nice little shack. Oh, there's a coconut.
Is it just me, or do these things look like they'd make good bowling balls?
Yeah, maybe. Let's take it. We could do with restocking our inventory a bit. Well then, here we go.
Ah, yes. The magic of a warm campfire. It's probably more charming at night.
Probably. Well, there we go.
Herman!
Where?
Here! You're Herman Toothrot, the hermit of Monkey Island.
I am? Who are you?
I'm Guybrush, your best friend in the whole world.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, your best friend in the whole world.
If you're my best friend, where were you when I lost my memory?
Good question. Your memory seems to be slipping.
Your memory seems to be slipping.
Is it? I can't remember.
What do you remember?
What do you remember?
Mostly a lot of staggering around. Then a weird kid named Sheepgood showed up and told me my name was Herman.
Well, it's nice to see that whatever scrambled your brain hasn't affected your sense of humor at
Yeah.
all.
Think hard. Do you remember anything else?
Think hard. Do you remember anything else?
I remember being asked a bunch of nosy questions, fancy boy.
Sassy pants. What's the earliest thing you remember?
What's the earliest thing you remember?
This isn't some sort of regression therapy, is it?
I don't think so.
Because I don't want to wake up thinking that I've been kidnapped by aliens or something.
Just try to remember as far back as you can.
Let's see, ow.
What?
I remember waking up next to my hammock with a bump on my noggin.
When?
Oh, a couple hours ago.
You can't remember back more than a couple of hours?
I guess not. Is that a bad thing? I can't remember.
He doesn't remember anything. So your memory still doesn't reach back more than a couple of hours.
So your memory still doesn't reach back more than a couple of hours?
Not since I woke up next to my hammock, nope.
Right, well...
I think I'll plumb the murky depths of your memory later.
Whatever.
Heh. How are things on Monkey Island?
How are things on Monkey Island?
This is an island?
Yeah. I need some help.
I need some help.
Get him. I'm the one with no memory and he wants my help.
Alright, you probably don't know how to counteract an ultimate insult, do you?
You probably don't know how to counteract an ultimate insult, do you?
What's that?
It's a big evil voodoo thingamajig.
Voodoo? What's that?
He's no help.
This isn't helping. Let's talk about something else.
Try and make it something recent, pants boy.
Alright, well.
See you later, Herman.
Who?
Yeah, we'll just leave you to it. So he remembers waking up next to his hammock. Now, is his hammock over here? I think it is. So that's a clue, because there was something on the floor by his hammock, wasn't there? So let's see if we can jog his memory a bit.
Herman?
Where? Ow! What the heck you trying to... Hey, I'm Herman Toothrot.
There we go.
Herman, you got your memory back.
Some of it. I still don't remember you.
This is gonna be harder than I thought.
Yeah, well, we got somewhere. How was your memory?
How's your memory?
I don't know. Ask me something.
What's the earliest thing you remember?
What's the earliest thing you remember?
Let me think. I remember waking up in the middle of a clearing next to a milk bottle.
Milk?
A milk bottle.
Yep. Probably had something to do with all the explosions going on at the amusement park.
Explosions?
Yep. Some sort of demon zombie ghost pirate blew up the place real good, then sailed off on his ghost ship. All the explosions activated the island's dormant volcano.
When did all this happen?
A few months ago.
Okay, so you remember a few months now. Something about a
I think
milk
I'll plumb
bottle.
the murky depths of your memory later.
Whatever.
Alright, well, how are things?
How are things on Monkey Island?
Things? What things?
Yeah, he doesn't remember. Where are all the monkeys?
Where are all the monkeys?
I think they spend most of their time on the other side of the lava field. Dirty little buggers.
Okay. What have you been doing?
What have you been doing with yourself?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, I would.
Oh, well, when the volcano erupted, it ripped open the island's southern canyon. Guess what I found down there?
Yeah. Toys? A creamy nougat center? The real secret to Monkey Island?
The real secret to Monkey Island?
Gold! Buckets of the stuff. I've been mining ever since. I even had my banana picker dipped in gold.
Why does a hermit need gold?
Insurance, bucko. The high-flying life of a hermit's fine and dandy now, but I may want to retire someday.
Alright, well, how's the mining going?
How's the mining going?
I've had to stop.
Why?
I kept hitting a big metal wall.
There's a big metal wall under Monkey Island?
Yep. Who knew?
That's odd.
Let's not talk about Monkey Island right now.
Okie dokie.
Okay, well, see you later.
See you later, Herman.
See ya, stranger.
Looks like we're going to have to figure out the deal with this milk bottle to continue on with Herman. Fishes.
They're just hanging out.
Hey,
I'm not picking that up.
They're just hanging out. Lovely. Alright, well, for now we'll leave this area. Did we take our coconut with us? I think we maybe did. Anyway, we know that Herman's still got his banana picker, so that's always good. Let's go this way, to the canyon. Canyon? Canyon. Okay. Where are we going, Guybrush? Okay, we can walk to the beach, to the canyon. We can go to the far side of the canyon. What's over this? Please, Guybrush, don't embarrass yourself, dude. Let's go to the canyon. Certainly a lot going on Monkey Island all of a sudden. Whoa. Look at this place. What's this over here? Oh, it's the banana
It's a
picker.
gold-plated banana picker. Hey, the handle of this is shaped like a little man. Funny that I didn't notice that last time I had this thing.
Huh. Interesting. Like a little man, eh? Almost like a gold diving statue. Ah, we'll remember that for later. A note.
HT, regarding mining operations. Stop them, at once. Your mining is causing sinkholes on our sacred island.
Oh.
Signed, JJJ.
JJJ? Who the hell is JJJ? Let's pick up the note. Alright, well, we'll put that away. Let's look at this overturned car.
Looks like the result of an exciting ride.
It does, actually. Is there anything this way? Can we even go this way? Yeah, we can. Is there anything over here?
There's just a big, empty, flat area over there. It's just a box canyon, so it'd be... These appear to be sedimentary rocks that were once submerged underwater in this canyon that clearly was previously a riverbed in prehistoric Monkey Island.
Ah, so this used to be a riverbed, but it's all dried up now. Alright, let's head into this mine shaft then. Now, Herman said something about a big metal
Stealing my
wall.
gold, Sonny?
Herman?
That's me.
Don't follow me.
Well, see you around, miner boy.
That was the most pointless interaction I think we've ever had, Herman.
There's a hole in this bucket. No, it's got a hole in it.
We don't want a bucket that's got a hole in it. Roots.
There sure are a lot of roots growing through the ceiling. Without those roots, there'd be only sky left.
Huh.
I'm not picking that up.
Well, maybe we can do something about that.
It's the lever that controls the track switch. It's probably stuck.
Alright, it's stuck. We've got a mine cart.
It's broken.
It's broken though. That's a shame. More roots. Boarded up passage.
What could be behind this wall of boards? I'm not picking that up. It's boarded up. I'll never get through there.
Alright. What's this pouch?
It's a pouch. It looks pretty useless.
Okay, we can't take the pouch. Fine. Well, I guess this is the wall that Herman was talking about down here.
It can't be safe to store cloth sacks of gunpowder so close to open flames.
Yeah, what is Herman
Those look too
thinking?
heavy to be carrying around.
Recipe for disaster, that.
I wonder if this barrel would explode if I shot it. I'm not picking that up.
Maybe we'll find out one day. Big metal door.
It's a big metal door.
Well, nothing we can do with the big metal door for now. So let's head out. We got ourselves the banana picker though, so that's good. Let's go back to Monkey Island. Alright, what's this way? The far side of the canyon. Huh. We're up here now. Nifty rock formation.
I wonder how these rocks managed to get stacked this way.
That is a good question. Huh. It's probably not important though, is it? Let's just go back to Monkey Island. Alright, well, next we're going to head over this way. To the Vista Point. Somewhere where we have been before. There go the monkeys. Ah, good old friend, the timing puzzle.
There's an unusual canal cut into the side of the cliff here.
There is, yeah, there's a few of them.
There's an unusual canal cut into the side of the cliff here.
Alright, well, big pile of rocks as
No
well.
human would stack rocks like this.
No, they wouldn't. Alright, let's see. Can we pick any of these up? We can, because this is a timing puzzle. One that is a little bit annoying, honestly, but the idea is you can throw rocks down these little canals and they go through different tunnels, and you basically have to throw several of them at exactly the right time to get it to do what you want. But now we're not going to worry about this. We'll come back to this later on. Okay, Guybrush is just going to do that. Alright, let's head this way. To the lava field. Whoa. Hey. What's that?
Hey, what are you doing with that?
Whoa. What a throw. I forgot it does that. Well,
It's hot molten lava streaming all over this area.
it is. And actually, I think, if I remember correctly, that was the milk bowl that we need. So we're going to have to find a way to get that thing. It's now in the middle of the lava field. Yeah, we can't go over this way. Oh,
It's a little metal milk bottle.
it's a little metal milk bottle. How do we see the milk bottle from that point? That's strange. Not really that is really weird that you can see that, actually. Not really sure how. Sent to the Volcano Castle. Hey, look at this place.
I have the power of Grey Monkey!
Very good. Right, into the cathedral we go. This place wasn't here the last time we were on Monkey Island. Whoa.
What tiny shields? They must have been used in really tiny battles. I can't reach it.
Huh, those tiny shields, eh? Let's see if we can get our hands on those. Yoink! Nice. Alright, we'll put that away. So we just got ourselves some tiny little shields. Yeah, they look kind of like symbols. The word of LeChuck.
That must be the most unholiest of Bibles.
It says take
I'm not
one.
picking that up. That must be the
Why can't
most
we read it?
unholiest of Bibles.
It'd be nice if we could read the word of LeChuck, see what that's all about. Why is there a LeChuck dedicated church here anyway? There's lava running through it.
Well, at least their heating bill must be pretty low.
True. Get a fair amount of light from that as well. Alright, let's head over here. Pews.
Those look pretty uncomfortable.
They do. Like stuck.
Greetings, LeChuck.
Hello.
Welcome to the first church of LeChuck. Orthodox. I am Father Allegro Rasputin. How may I help you?
Well, the first church of LeChuck?
The first church of LeChuck? You're kidding, right?
Not at all. This temple is dedicated to worshipping the awe-inspiring perfection that is LeChuck.
Alright. I mean, how could you build a religion around LeChuck?
How could you build a religion around LeChuck? He's an unholy demon pirate from heck.
I kindly suggest that you mind your tongue, heretic.
Alright.
Such blasphemies will not be tolerated in the house of LeChuck.
Okay. How does the Church of LeChuck compare to other major religions?
Well, how does the Church of LeChuck compare to other major religions?
They're remarkably alike. Only ours is a lot more screaming flames and pointy sticks.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I imagined.
Okay. Don't look now, but there's a river of lava flowing through the middle of your church.
Don't look now, but there's a river of lava flowing through the middle of your church.
Yes, I know. We use it for church ceremonies.
Really? Baptisms?
Baptisms?
Weddings.
Well, I guess that's one way to cure cold feet.
How does a stream of lava fit into church weddings?
How does this stream of lava fit into the church's wedding ceremonies?
Good question, Tovarishh. Here at the Church of LeChuck, we see marriage as a plunge into the unknown. As a symbol of that plunge, we send our newlyweds on a harrowing ride down a river of molten lava.
Doesn't that kill them?
Only if the restless spirit of LeChuck doesn't approve of you.
Ah.
Besides, our honeymoon boats are lined with stand-up voodoo and hand asbestos to keep fatalities.
Is it the asbestos business as well? Lovely. We'll try that later. Are you some sort of hologram?
Are you some sort of hologram or something?
Of course not. I'm a ghost.
And you're a priest.
Duh.
So you're sort of a holy ghost guy.
Hey.
Very clever, my child. But let's not go looking for trouble. Eh?
Fine. How would a ghost like you end up running the first church of LeChuck?
How did a ghost like you end up running the first church of LeChuck?
That's an interesting story, Tovarishh.
Why do I keep asking people their life stories?
Many years ago, I was the captain of a stately ship called the Weeping Iguana. It was a good life, hauling contraband plush toys from one island to another.
And then you met LeChuck?
And then I met LeChuck. His crew of crazed ghost pirates made quick work of my fine ship and her equally fine crew.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
LeChuck himself gutted me with his flaming ghost sword and held my still-beating pancreas in front of my face before I died.
Ugh.
Icky.
When I woke up, I was another member of his obedient ghost crew.
Damn. How'd you go from being a ghost pirate to a ghost priest?
Well, how'd you go from being a ghost pirate to a ghost priest?
It was a gradual process. At first, I resented LeChuck for turning me into a ghost. But the more I thought about it, the more I came to revere him as a god. After all, he did bring me back from the dead, which is a pretty neat trick. So I decided to build this church in his honor.
Fine. How do you like being a ghost?
Well, how do you like being a ghost priest?
The hours are good. I occasionally miss the high seas.
Okay. I could use some advice.
I could use some advice, Padre.
What's troubling you, my son?
Lots of things. I need to find a way off the island.
I need to find a way to get off this Verschluggener Island.
There is no escape from Monkey Island.
Yes, there is.
That's not true. I've escaped it on at least 2 occasions.
Well, then why don't you just escape it again, Mr. Smarty Pants?
I, can't.
I'm looking for an antidote to the ultimate insult.
I'm looking for an antidote to the ultimate insult.
I've never heard of that. What is it?
It's a voodoo talisman that shatters the souls of pirates.
During my travels with LeChuck, I noticed that the easiest way to defeat a voodoo curse was by employing a bigger voodoo curse. But perhaps I'm oversimplifying your plight.
Well, that's okay. My plight could use some simplifying.
I've got to say, I really love the design of the stained glass windows in the background. They look so cool. Like, the animation in this game as a whole isn't the best. It hasn't aged particularly well. Those look fantastic. I've got a couple of evil schnooks on my back.
I've got a couple of evil schnooks on my back.
You must do as LeChuck does and be set by many enemies at once, my son.
Run like a cowardly dog?
No, you must turn your enemies' energies against themselves.
How?
How should I know? I'm just a ghost.
Fine.
On second thought, getting advice from an obsessed ghost priest seems like a bad idea.
As you wish.
Okay.
This is too creepy for words. I'm out of here.
Thus we done.
So, we will be riding this little wedding ceremony ride thing in the next one. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons, Arcades Games, Wayne, Nate, Terminally Nerdy, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Hobo, Numinous, Kubadim, Paulione, Flossie the Sheep, JohnCom555, Chrissy, Paul James, and Zoltes, and I'll see you next time.